Yeah.
She just sold it to me.
You wanna sell it?
Well, you want you to have to look at it first.
There's a lever action in there, isn't there?
They're toys. Some of them are toys.
$329.
Toy?
You're looking similar to
I'll buy it and put it on the wall.
Newsom with all the
Yeah,
jelly.
I have to, otherwise, if I didn't
Come
put that
look
in
at
there, you know what it would be like? A mushroom.
You around tomorrow?
Is tomorrow Friday?
It's that or I'm gonna have to cut it.
How's it going, Selectmen keys?
Like, look at it.
Until in the morning.
Okay, I'll stop up.
3:30.
3:30.
3:30, I'm gonna call the meeting to order. Roll call, Brian?
Here.
Sue?
So, yeah.
And Smith is present. We're gonna have two non-publics. We're gonna have one non-public under RSA 91A3 2A and C. So I make a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91A3 2A for session 1 and RSA 91A3 2C for session 2. Do I have a second?
Second,
Roll call, Brian?
Yes.
Sue?
yes.
Smith is a yes.
3:30.
I didn't know.
Yeah, thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you.
Man, I'm not gonna vote on this whole new budget for this
Did
warrant
Angie
article.
send you up with you?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Here, I'll give this back to the board. Did you guys just send the minutes down for revision?
3:48.
I think, yes.
Okay, so Angie just corrected them, so those can get,
You ready?
3:48.
The old ones, see? 30th I gave up. These are the old.
okay, so I'm gonna get rid of these and you guys can,
Okay, I make a motion to re-enter the public meeting.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Make a motion to seal the non-public minutes from session 1, which was under A, and session 2, which was under C. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, we have a request, this was from the planning board, they had a meeting the other night, they've been working on the master plan. Obviously, planning board, this has been going, this is long overdue. They had a consultant work on many parts. That same consultant, they want that person to finish it, which will be done this year. It's already past due by 5 or 7 years, I think, maybe even longer. This is for roughly 15,000, 18,000, but they're asking for 18,000 for the board to put it on as a warrant. Obviously, town meeting, they get to decide. So it'd be a warrant for 18,000 added to the operating budget as requested by the planning board. You guys have any questions about that, or? It needs to be done, the master plan, it's required by statute,
Right.
and it's a huge undertaking just for the board itself. So I make a motion to authorize a warrant for $18,000 to complete the remaining chapters of the master plan as requested by the planning board.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I don't need to revote the bottom line, because I'm just gonna add that to it. That's fine. I have a request here, this is from trustee of trust funds. Let's see, they released property cleanup amounts of $74,250 twice by accident, so we gotta make a motion to give it back to them. Matt caught this. So I make a motion to revert $74,250 back to the trustee of trust funds, which will go back into the property cleanup ETF. Do I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So initials. You have anything for up here before I go through some of these?
No, I gotta do some stuff downstairs. One thing I can do up here is, it's getting really close for the police department, chiefs here as well. I signed and sent in the deposit for the locks. Matt, you ordered the cameras, I believe. Or
they're
you're getting ready
in the
to.
card, I wanted to
Yep.
go over them with
Okay.
you one more time.
That, I've talked to Jeremy about the light out back, all that stuff. He's gonna fix up some stuff Friday, and then I think it's good. I believe.
Drop
Joel-
ceilings in?
Half.
Half inch,
Half.
so they're almost.
Jeremy's gonna
I
do some
talked
more stuff, so,
I talked to Cody
yep,
today, because I guess there's a date for the actual pulling the plug with the internet, and switching over is gonna be Friday. So Cody said we'll definitely be in Friday.
yep.
You guys have Armand coming, or?
I'm on, and I guess they're working with the state. This is also a state deal.
This Friday, you're saying?
Yeah.
You'll be in
The
this Friday?
17th.
Okay, we have to schedule a grand opening.
Yep. But again, we have no Facebook right now,
Right.
and it's just pulling the plug, because once they pull the plug for the internet with the IMC and all
Yeah.
that firewall stuff, 7 Door Street, you won't be able to work out of.
Okay,
Yep. So Corey said he was okay with that.
Yep.
okay, good.
Then we'll get the sign moved up there.
Mhm.
And in the spring, we talked, we'll update the flagpole and stuff, so you're a little better there.
Yep.
That sign's not that big of a project, is it?
No,
No, we're gonna build something a little nicer than the old one, but,
I was thinking about just using what was there.
yeah. But to put the sign from the old PD up there, we'll just use a little different bracket.
Oh, right out on, where the telephone
Yeah.
poles are,
Yeah.
use that.
When do you think, like by February-ish, or,
Oh, no, we'll probably, that field moved in?
well, with the sign?
No, we're gonna do it, I think Friday.
Cool, all right, because
Oh.
we want pictures of it. Awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna go on, I have three warrants for water and sewer. First one is in the amount of $5,670. It is for DJ septic service. Next one is $21,961.44, that's the monthly bill. And the next one is $11,928.86. This is for a water sewer bill also, commitment, they call it. Make a motion to approve these three.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I got a request for abatement. This was recommended to be denied by the assessor. Reason being, the person was challenging their assessment, and he did a comparison, and he feels that the abatement shouldn't be granted based on the values. I make a motion to deny this abatement from map 29, lot 1, sub 9. It's at 110 Nichols Road, which is Westwood Shores Campground. Do you have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
You gotta fix that. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 more clerical abatements.
Thank you very much.
These will be granted. First one is from map 29, lot 1, sub 279, 110 Nichols Road, in the amount of $356. It was for a camper. Next one is from map 29, lot 1, sub 280. It was for a camper in the amount of $321.52. Next one is for map 122, lot 10, sub 30, 7 Guile Road. The amount is $2. It was for a camper. Next one is from map 122, lot 10, sub 30, 7 Guile Road, $43.15, same thing for a camper. Next one is for map 44, lot 14, 34 Pleasure Lands Glade. Amount is $452.22. This is for a reduction in assessed value. The assessor recommends it be granted. Next one is from map 29, lot 1, sub 264, for 110 Nichols Road. The amount of $294 is for a camper. Next one is from map 15, lot 14, for Route 25 West. The town acquired the property in July. The abatement is needed because the property is now tax exempt, $4. Okay, I make a motion to approve those clerical abatements.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I have minutes from December 17th, Selectmen's meeting. Make a motion to approve these.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I have minutes from the December 30th Selectmen's meeting. Make a motion to approve these.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right. This will be downstairs, this is downstairs. That's downstairs. This I'll do downstairs. That's all I have for up here. You guys got anything? Anything?
No.
Nothing? Okay, I'm gonna recess until 4:15.
356.
both
I'll give you-
Ethernet cable again.
I apologize.
You guys will have
I
to
saw the red
terminate the
flag and
ends.
just got off.
Yep, yeah.
I didn't mean
I know, I bought one. It's-
He's timing us again. Stopwatch there.
Yeah, stopwatch.
Like, hold on. Ready? Just lie.
No, we have our own website. Yes, it is. No, we don't.
Huh?
It goes with it.
It does, yeah. Because he was overshot.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a library-centric
Yeah, they are.
archive. I mean, that's really something maybe.
No, I'm not talking about
Something
you.
or something that you'd like to work with them.
Mine fell out all the time.
Did you have a inferiority complex?
Superiority?
No, I said inferiority.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah. Hi, how's it going?
How's the heat working?
Oh, it's great, yeah.
Think we're gonna have to do the mini splits or not?
During the shoulder months, it's nice to have them going, but I don't think we need any more.
Well, it's still heat. You just need
Yeah,
heat
you
now.
don't really need any more work with heating systems.
Do they-
So if you watch the oil, see how much it's.
Yeah, so far we're saving some, so, we need a couple of months to see how much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Plus, I talked to a guy who knows him very well. He said it was like 3 weeks, that's about.
Yeah, we'll certainly talk about it another time, if you're interested in having a program at the library.
I see the so.
Yeah,
But
that's a good question. Yeah, yeah.
unless they have insurance.
Yes, this is a certain amount, yeah,
Yeah.
it's covered.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. It is 4:15. I'm going to reconvene the meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to open the meeting to the first public input.
Hi, I would like to.
Hi, Johnny.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
It's been a minute. My name's Jenny Spofford. I'm the director of the Ossipee Public Library, and I just wanted to share some information with you all. AARP will be scheduling tax appointments this year, and that's starting in February. And we also have author Rick Davidson presenting at the library, Mountain Lions of the North Woods. That will be happening Thursday, January 30th at 4 p.m. And this is a fun program for older kids and adults. And you can check out more information about our programs and events on our website. And I also did want to share that the Ossipee Public Library has officially joined the Northern New Hampshire Library Cooperative. It's kind of a mouthful. Over the past few months, we have been migrating our old system to the new system. And we invite those who live, work, and go to school in Ossipee to sign up for a free library card. Your Ossipee library card gives you borrowing privileges to all the co-op libraries. And the co-op libraries include Cook Memorial Library in Tamworth, Conway Public Library, Madison Public Library, and Jackson Public Library. So please stop in if you have any questions.
Great.
That's it.
Thank you,
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much.
Any other public input? Did you have your hand up? Dan?
The whole bird told me that there might be an announcement.
Oh, yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah. Okay, being no more public input, I'm gonna go on to Sue. You have a financial document there?
Yes, I do. Check voucher totals. Payroll for week ending January 9, 2025. Payday January 12, 2025. Wages, $34,172.56. Payroll taxes, $9,805.39. Total payroll, $43,977.95. accounts payable weekend in January 9, 25. General fund total, $92,350.47. Fire precinct, $180,088.25. School payment, $647,909. Water, $10. FEMA, $29,999. Total accounts payable, $950,356.72. Total fund payments, $994,334.67. I make a motion that we approve the check voucher totals.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm going to go on to, I have a letter here. This is from Rodney A. White, VFW Post 8270. Dear town officials and residents, as some of you may already be aware that the Rodney A. White Senior VFW Post 8270 surrendered its charter back to the national organization in September. This decision was not taken lightly, but lack of participating members played a large part in it. The members also felt that it would be better for them to do it on their terms instead of waiting for the organization to tell us to close. Part of our deliberations was to decide how to spend down what funds the community had so graciously donated to us. I feel it's important to put on the record so the residents of Ossipee know that we made donations to the Ossipee Concerned Citizens, the New Hampshire Veterans Home, and the VFW National Home for Children in our effort to do just that. We also wanted to take time to appreciate the town for the support it has given since its first days. Please accept these small tokens from us as thank you. It is important to note that the Missing Man table is our way of reminding the citizens of the sacrifices made by our service members. As they come into the town hall, we can hope that they see it and may have a quick thought about those lost in defending our nation. The explanation is to further ensure that they are educated of the significance of these individual items. Again, thank you all for your support, and may our town remain beautiful and inviting. Yours in comradeship, the former members of the Rodney A. White VFW Post 8270, signed Mark Allen, immediate past commander. So it's sad to see that this organization is dissolving, for the reasons stated, but obviously without veterans, we wouldn't have the freedoms that we cherish today. It's invaluable, and we owe them all a deep gratitude and thanks. That table over there you see in the corner is the MIA table. That is set up in every VFW. It's going to be on display here in the main hallway under the honor roll of all the veterans who died from Ossipee. It'll be there in perpetuity, I guess, until the board at some point in the future has a decision otherwise for it. But I just want to say thank you again. Words don't really say enough, so thank you. Does the board have anything on that, or just? So TJ, in his hard work once again, got us another check for $227,521. This is again, I beat this drum to death, but his hard work and persistence paid off. So far, he recouped $1,080,000 through the Department of Safety, through the FEMA storm mitigation program. We're probably one of the few towns that has done this around here. I mean, TJ has helped other towns with this same process. So the proof is right here in his hard work, so thank you, TJ. Okay. I am going to go to, you guys got anything? Old business, new business? Okay. So I'm gonna speak to, this is kind of state business, but it's also extremely important to the town. Many of you know, I had a bill in Concord, House Bill HB 1468, which came from a dream of mine the night before the closing of the LSR. We've had, the Friends of Ossipee Rail Trail has tried for years to get DOT to do something with this rail corridor. And it kind of just went to the wayside. They just kept blowing them off with no recourse. So this bill kind of forced their hand, but it wouldn't have happened without extreme cooperation from DOT. So what does this mean? This bill became law. We had the required meetings as the bill indicated to have. We generated a final report. It was submitted to the appropriate people as required in the law by January 2nd. So this report, in agreement with DOT, they're going to surrender the 21 miles called the Conway branch from Route 28 in Ossipee Corner all the way up to Route 113 in Madison. That 21 miles is going to be transferred to the DNCR, the Bureau of Trails. What does that mean? That means that that rail line now can be open for recreational uses. It can be improved for snowmobiling. They can remove the rails if they so choose. This is going to now open the door for a rail trail. This is going to revitalize the downtown area. We've heard it for years. There's nothing downtown, nothing downtown. Well, this is it. This is going to bring people there. When this trail does happen, and it's going to take a lot more effort from town officials, the town people to support it. If you don't want it, don't support it. But if you want to revitalize downtown, this is going to draw people in. So primarily, we're talking about the 11 miles from Moultonville Road, which is the purpose of the bill, to Route 113 in Madison. That's the 11 miles we're actually speaking to regarding the rail trail. The Moultonville Road south to 28, the rest of it is going to stay with rail for now because the Cotton Valley Rail Trail Train Club uses their putt-putt trains on it. So they're still going to be able to do that. There's also talks about bringing these rail cars, what do they call them? Rail bikes?
Rail bikes, yeah.
Rail bikes, there's a company called, what's the name? Joy Bikes, Joy? I forget. They came to the testimony in Concord. There's these rail bikes, it's a growing business where people come, they rent these bikes, they row, or they pedal, I should say, on the tracks, and they get to explore the rail line. In this case, it will be going south. Because going north, it's going to be focused primarily on a rail trail for, the snowmobiles don't want the tracks down. The tracks are a hazard to snowmobilers. People get crashed, people get killed. It shortens the season by approximately 6 weeks, according to the Bureau of Trails, because the tracks are exposed. It takes more snow to cover them. So the goal is heading north, make that into a recreational trail for all the activities you would expect. Walking, hiking, snowmobiling, bicycles, etc. So I don't know, this is one of the biggest opportunities for the downtown Ossipee area, and this is going to impact Madison too. And, you know, there's talk, people would love to connect this all the way to Conway at some point, but that's a much broader, bigger picture. But at least this bill became law. The report turned out how we wanted it, where they're going to surrender it, and this opens the door for us to be able to basically expand and improve the rail corridor. So I think that's big news.
I'll send you the PDF of the document.
Yeah, we're going to put this on the webpage. It's everything in there, all the meeting minutes. You'll get everything.
Oh, great.
Yep.
And just to be clear, when you say we can do something with this trail, does that mean the town of Ossipee, or the warrant article, that kind of thing?
So, yes, we have a small warrant article this year for $25,000 to start an ETF for funding of a rail trail in the future. Obviously,
What, ETF?
yeah, expendable trust fund
Okay.
of $25,000, which will just be a down payment on future rail trail. Obviously, the big hurdle was when DOT owned it, this was not even a possibility. And if it did have, I shouldn't say that. The way that we're going to go about it wasn't a possibility with DOT. Because DOT, because they're governed by federal rules and all this crazy mandates, the cost would have been so exorbitant to try to have a rail trail on a DOT-owned corridor. So without transferring it to DNCR, it never would have happened. So by putting it in the Bureau of Trails, i.e. Recreation, this is a reality now. This can actually happen, so which is huge.
And what is it, the $25,000 is a trust fund where you can add money over time?
Correct.
Obviously, but like how much, because it's going to be very expensive to remove the trail, and you want to remove the rail line. How do you get it removed?
So that's the thing. So again, there's multiple details, multiple discussions in all these pages. Part of that's gonna be determined when the time comes to actually build. Obviously, this is just the very beginning stages. The Friends of Ossipee Rail Trail, they are forming to become a nonprofit. Their goal is to be able to solicit grants, private donations, just like the Friends of Constitution Park did for their improvements. So that's gonna be one of the first steps, is the nonprofit creation of the fort. And then also, the townspeople have to support it. Again, if you don't support it, that's fine, everyone has their opinion, but if you want to revitalize downtown, this is the way to do it. Rail trails have been a boon to everywhere they're instituted. UNH did a whole study, and we can share that too with you, Damon. What was that, 4 or 5 years ago, 3 years ago, I lose track of
Yeah.
time.
And
Okay.
sorry,
Okay.
Jim. I'm working with LRPC, Lakes Region Planning Commission, so they're really the regional planning commissions are really into this kind of project, so we're exploring other grant possibilities. The TAP grant is one, which stands for Transportation
Part of
Alternative
the program.
Program. Just seeing what's out there, the Bureau of Trails grants, and they may even be able to cover some of the preliminary engineering costs for us, so that we at least know what our goal is.
It's kind of the same thing as what Comeau did.
With the record path, it's a similar.
That was our old rail line up there too?
Kind of, well, some of it, mostly it was in the woods.
Oh, so, yeah, okay, so it's a little different. So to your point of, that's gonna be determined with the design and build phases. Some areas you can fill, some areas you remove. There is a lot of high-value scrap there. I think it's 25,000 per mile and per track mile in steel that could be recovered in scrap. So that's gonna offset some of the cost. Again, this is a multifaceted, multi-option scenario. This is not going to be, it's not going to be straightforward. It depends upon the section, bridges, there's all kinds of moving
I
factors.
think Comeau used the CMAC grant.
See, I'm not familiar with them. There's quite a few of them out there.
Congestion mitigation.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't actually Comeau, it was a private group, but Joe Kenny helped him with the funding.
Right. So that's what I also, speaking of Joe Kenny, without Joe Kenny, Executive Council Kenny, he was part of this working group. Senator Mark McConkey, they were instrumental with their influence in Concord to get this done. And again, DOT's cooperation, I want to thank them, because without DOT's cooperation, this wouldn't have happened. So, but ultimately, everyone saw the benefits of this. No one objected after we had our hearings, and it's just really good news all around.
And so what's the process for them surrendering it? Do they just have to?
So it's going to go to the second meeting in March to the Governor's Executive Council. Right now, it's being drafted. The legalese has to go to the Attorney General for review. Once they do all their review, it's going to go to the Governor Executive Council for that transfer to happen.
And does any of it belong to, does any of that land, that's in Madison proper too? Or
This-
is it all in Ossipee?
No, it goes from Ossipee to Tamworth to Madison.
And do the selectmen in those towns have any?
Yep, Linda Shackford, she was a representative from Madison. She sat in on these working group meetings, so Madison is aware of it. Yep. Obviously, Ossipee is only going to be concerned with, so the goal of the conversation was to focus on the first 3 miles. So that would be from Moultonville Road, where the freight house is, up to Route 16. And obviously, this would be done in stages. It wouldn't be done overnight. So, and even if this doesn't happen, like a rail trail, say people in Ossipee don't want it, this is still a big win for the DNCR, because again, they have control. Their number one focus is recreation. And New Hampshire was what? In the top 10 for recreational income in the state, in the country. That's our number one driver of our economy is people coming here and outdoor recreation. It's huge. So. Anything else? Any other questions? Nothing? Okay, great. Anything from the board?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard work. It wasn't easy, and you never knew where it's going to end up with a bill, but it turned out really, really good. Okay, seeing nothing further, I'm going to adjourn. Next meeting is the 27th. It should be, unless you watch for an agenda. It could be out sooner.
Yeah,
Oh.
on other topics, how's the police station coming along?
They should be in, we were just talking about it upstairs briefly. And another week?
Yeah. We're gonna make the switch Friday, and hopefully, a couple days after Friday, we'll be up functioning. So another week, I would say.
I Thank you, I forgot about the second public
You
hearing.
said it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, thank you.
Yep.
So John, one thing I had to say, because I know a lot of people watch it, we haven't had a lot of snow, we're having pretty cold weather. Everybody on the water department, on the water system's gotta wash their meter. We had one of the town meters actually pop, because there's no snow insulation inside your house. If you have no basement, you need to make sure that meter's insulated, because they'll pop. So, we put a letter in your bill, but just wanna, for
That's
people that
good.
don't read it, wanna let people know.
And we are gonna do a grand opening once the PD gets open, so it'll be announced, and be on the webpage, et cetera.
Oh, sorry, one more thing, TJ, in terms of the $2 million, is that for last December and April, or?
That's for the December 2022 storm, the July 2023 storm, and the April 2024 storm.
Great, thank you.
Any other public input? Nothing?
Yeah, I would like to commend Corporal French.
Great.
A little letter of commendation because of his professionalism and his officer discretion and how he handled a certain situation. In fact, I had 3 different encounters with him. He's very fair and unbiased and reasonable.
That's great. You're Dennis Hool, correct?
No, I'm sorry, I'm Kevin.
Kevin Hool, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But on the other hand, I had a little incident with Officer Blackwood. And of course, it was over a Facebook situation where she, censored my free speech. It happened last Sunday. I just realized it's the 13th. I called the town hall hoping that there'd be a selectmen's meeting Monday, the next day, Monday, but it wasn't. But I was hoping that Sue or somebody was there so I could say, Mama, somebody's being mean to me. My rights have been violated again, because I've known Sue for a good 25 years at least. But anyway, it's no big deal. It's just that she was a little bit tyrannical. I left a message for the town administrator, Matt Sway, and thank you very much. He forwarded the message to the chief of police. I had a discussion with him and met with him.
Great.
And he also, I want to commend him too. He's very professional. I'll tell you, and I'm not anti-police. My father was a police. I was raised by the police. I have respect for the law. And I'm not going to get into it, but there was one Kimberly Hatch who stalked me and I'm not going to get into it, but I still have PTSD from her incident. So when I see any tyranny going on, or if my rights are violated, as you know, the Constitution's the law of the land. We have all the rules. So, anyways, I wrote these down, and
Is this something for the police chief, or is this just for the
well,
board?
for you, for the select board.
Okay. Chief, I'm gonna forward this to you, because it's on your letterhead.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And I'd also like to say it's good to see you, Selectman Keys, in person. Your attendance hasn't been that well. Well, I mean, thanks to Ed, I watched the
Ed does
videos
a
on
great job.
GovernmentOversite.com.
Yep. Ed does a great job.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for letting us know on this. and the
Thank you
chief's aware.
for your job, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Any other public input? Nope. Okay, next meeting is the 27th or sooner. Watch for an agenda. Obviously, things change. Sometimes we have to have a sooner meeting. I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye.
4:36.
Hey, Chief.
Mr. Hu, I haven't missed one meeting.
You haven't?
Nope.
Oh, I beg to differ.
Yep.
Oh, well, I don't know, I don't think telephone calls are doing now. Being here present in person is way more important than on the telephone. Where's Dallas Emery today?